Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel GMB SHOW. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. The Chase viewers were left fuming as they watched one of the contestants make a selfish move during the cash builder round as they demanded a rule change. The Chase star, Paul Sinha, left a contestant feeling slightly uncomfortable after he jokingly suggested a potential future rule change on the ITV show, following their impressive cash prize win. On Thursday night's episode on April 24, host Bradley Walsh welcomed 4 new contestants to the popular Tea Time quiz. Bradley introduced Sarah, George, Debbie, and Steve to the show, testing their general knowledge skills. This week, the quartet went head-to-head with Paul the Sinnerman Sinha, who was evidently in fine form. First to take the stage was Sarah, who wowed viewers with her broad general knowledge, contributing £7,000 to the jackpot. Hoping to follow in Sarah's footsteps was law student George, who revealed his plans to whisk his girlfriend off to Seattle if he managed to bag some winnings, Leicestershire Live reports. However, after a less than impressive cash builder round, earning only £1,000, the budding lawyer opted to challenge the chaser for a mere £1. Peter Sullivan not angry as murder conviction quashed after 38 years in prison. Before his final question, Bradley couldn't help but rib George about his modest winnings as he issued him a reminder. Chase contestant George was called selfish by some viewers' image, ITV. He said, "If you get this right, you'd have had 4 goes at getting the £1,000 and 3 goes at getting the £70,000. Oh well, we knew you'd redeem yourself. What a shame." In a surprising turn of events, George accurately answered the final question on the popular TV quiz show, ensuring his place in the final chase and adding just £1 to the team's cash pot. Host Bradley Walsh couldn't resist quipping, "Both of you could be playing for £130,000, prompting an eye roll from George, who then prodded Walsh for his opinion on the unusual situation. Bradley playfully noted, "Well, you did what you had to do and you got back, but the bad news for you is, I believe that you weren't concentrating when the producers told you that you actually win what you bring back to the final chase." George, taking the remark in stride, chuckled alongside his teammates after the exchange. However, as the episode aired, viewers at home were quick to voice their disapproval on X, previously known as Twitter. One particularly frustrated viewer commented, "Why on earth go through the process of being selected to play for £1, first-class Muppet?" Another remarked, "If I'd put 7 grand in the kitty and he came back with his pound, I would pound his face in. How can you be so selfish?" The incident led to calls for change on the ITV show among some fans. A viewer suggested, "That should be the case. They work as a team to beat the chaser, but they win what they put forward for the final chase. Stop the wimps going low offer #TheChase." As for Steve, the last contestant to take on the quiz expert, he stumbled at the crucial moment and was eliminated from the game. During the tense final chase, the team managed to rack up 14 correct answers, but ultimately, the chaser defeated them, resulting in no winnings for the team. The studio lights dimmed ever so slightly as the final round of ITV's The Chase approached its climax. Bradley Walsh grinned, playfully raising an eyebrow at the remaining contestant, Simon, a 29-year-old data analyst from Croydon. He was the last player standing after 3 others were picked off, one by the ever-intimidating chaser and the governess Hegarty. "Simon," Bradley said, "you're playing for £60,000, all on your own. Brave stuff." Viewers at home were on the edge of their seats. Not because Simon had defeated the chaser, but because he hadn't. In fact, Simon's epic gamble had backfired spectacularly. It started earlier in the episode, when Simon faced his cash builder. A respectable £6,000 earned him nods of approval from both Bradley and the audience. But then, the chaser offered him a high offer, £60,000, and a low offer of £1,000. "I didn't come here to play it safe," Simon smirked. "I'm going high." Cheers erupted, mixed with murmurs. His teammates' jaws dropped. Linda, a retired nurse with a warm smile, had begged him to stick with the £6,000. James, a schoolteacher with a passion for trivia, muttered something under his breath. Simon didn't care. "I'll bring back the money," he said confidently. Except, he didn't. He was caught 2 questions in. Worse still, all his teammates had already been eliminated by that point. Simon, with his one-man gamble, had sacrificed not only his chance but theirs too. The teen walked away empty-handed. Twitter exploded. Hashtag the chase just became hashtag the waste, one user posted. Simon just robbed the team. There should be a rule against selfish play, said another. Petition to let team vote on high offers, a third demanded. By the time the credits rolled, the Chase's official social accounts were flooded. Fans weren't just upset, they were livid. Some called it the most epic fail in the show's history, not because Simon lost, but because he played solely for himself, dismissing the spirit of the team game. In an impromptu interview after the show, Simon defended himself. "I wanted to give us a shot at big money. Isn't that what the show's about?" But fans weren't buying it. Linda's gentle disappointment, caught on camera, had become a viral meme. A Change.org petition demanding ITV revise the Chase rules to include team consensus for high offers gained over 50,000 signatures in a day. Inside ITV, producers reportedly held internal discussions. Should contestants be allowed to go high without team support? Could a voting system preserve the balance of risk and teamwork? For now, no rules have changed, but one thing's clear. Simon's bold choice lit a fire in the Chase fandom. And next time a contestant considers gambling for glory, they might just remember the ghost of Croydon's gambler. Because in the Chase, bravery can win, but selfishness, that just might change the game forever.